from the Hildegard Chaim HaKadosh, and a little bit of a continuation from yesterday. I have big agum. If I'm allowed to say so myself, Sichas Chaverim between the Chaver, I have big agum. I want to be close to the Eibusher. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one. So everybody, that's what we want. But we say what is over the Melech saying to Hillel. Kili, what does it say? Yeah, Hashem. But the David Melech says to the Eibush, he says, Kirvis elikim li toif. You know what's good for me? Take somebody off the street. I want them to saw an interview like this. Take 10 people off the street. What does good mean for you? You want a good day. Yeah, you tell every morning, tell everybody, hey, have a good day. Yeah, you go out, you tell your wife in the morning, you should have a good day. You meet your friends on the way to work, have a good day. You come to yeshiva, have a good day. What's that good that you want that guy to have? Have a good day. Yeah, take 10 people, ask them. One guy, a good breakfast, that usually gives me a good start, good coffee, a good panusa, also for sure, definitely good. A good business deal today while I'm at the office. A good, ask the guy in yeshiva, a good day, can verstehen the learning, a good, should be matzniach in the name of that Torah. David HaMelech said, Kirves elikim li toif. You know what it's good, for me good, is feeling close to the Eibusher. Feeling close to the Eibusher. That's what's good. That's for David HaMelech is saying for himself. He's having this boydedness with the Eibusher, and he says, Rebbeinu Shalom, Kirves elikim li toif. For me, good is being close to you. And I have to say, thinking about it, I think that's good too. I like that good also. The feeling of feeling close to the Eibusher. Now, feeling close to the Eibusher, to get there, is an avodah. Takes work. A person can't just come and decide to do whatever he wants, and whatever avodah, whatever oifen, and expect that it should be close to the Eibusher. Why is it that way? Why not? Why not? The Eibusher is Melech Halartz Kavod. The Eibusher is everywhere. But the Eibusher is everywhere. So therefore, the Eibusher created an oilam that's called Melech HaOilam. It is king of the Helam. See, this explains to us. Oilam means that the world, the Eibusher's rulership of the world is hidden. He's playing hide and go seek with us the whole time. The famous story of the Heilige Rebbe Rebuchel from Mezrich, the Heilige Rebbe Rebuchel, the grandson of Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh. His grandson was crying. So he says, Sweetie pie, why are you crying? So he tells him, I was busy playing hide and go seek. The Heilige Rebbe Rebuchel was telling his Zaidi, I was playing hide and go seek. And I was in my hiding spot. And I'm watching all my friends. Nobody even came to look for me. They're all schmoozing and having a good time. And I'm the loser hiding in my spot. And after an hour I came out. I'm like, how come nobody even went to find me? So I'm crying. So the Heilige Rebbe Rebuchel started crying with him. He says, "Oi, this guy, that's exactly how the Eibusher feels. Exactly how the Eibusher feels. He's playing hide and go seek. We're supposed to go seek him. We're supposed to go look for him. And we're busy partying our brains out, running after this Mishigas, running after that Mishigas, pursuing this, pursuing that. And the Eibusher sitting there like, why is nobody coming to look for me? Unbelievable, right? That's Melech HaOilam. He's king of the Helam. But our avodah is to be Megala the Helam. To be Megala that the Eibusher is Melech HaOilam. The Eibusher is everywhere. That's our avodah. The Heilige Sfas Emes said very stark last week. That the avodah of Avos, I spoke about it at length. That was a big chiddush for Ariel Avos. Everybody wants to know what does it mean. The pasuk tells us for Ariel Avos, just to quickly to rechash it for the near for Ariel Avos, the Eibusher appeared to the Avos. And we know the pasuk tells us. What does it say? 1 second. Right? It says before that the Eibusher has appeared before to Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, right? Second, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. And Rashi says, Ve'era El Ha'avos. Well, Rashi HaKadosh, the pasuk tells us, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. what's the Chiddush in Rashi Ve'era, it's coming to say Ela Avos. Right? Big question everybody asks. And Avad, I'm sure you heard from Rabbi Yeffi, big, deep siders and this Indian of Ela Avos. But when I said the Chiddush, I don't know if the Chiddush, I think it's partial that the Svasemis is Megal the Indian. That Ve'era Ela Avos is, you have to hear this Ve'era Ela Avos. There's a moidik in the Nekuda. It's unbelievable. What's the Nekuda? The Nekuda is Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov were great people. They were the greatest people. They're the greatest people. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. They're the biggest Hashemas, with the biggest Rebbes. They were the biggest Rosh Yeshivas. Avram Avinu had a big yeshiva. He was the first. He had a Reb Shaima's kitchen where he taught yeshiva, he taught Torah and gave food and taught Amunah all at the same time. He was busy. He could have been a tzaddik like Melech. He could have been a tzaddik that right now I have to make yichudim. I have to go into my room, lock my door, no shaykhs to the world. Big yichudim, fly in the heavens. They were the biggest souls. We have an idea who Avraham Avinu was, who Yitzchak Avinu was, who Yaakov Avinu was. We have no idea. We're talking about that they became the Kav. Avraham is the Kav HaChesed of the world. Yitzchak is the Kav HaGvura of the world. Yaakov is the Kav HaTferes of the world. Yeah, we're not talking about. They could have been busy in big avoidance. Big avoidance. Instead, what they do, Shasam says that they went and they dug every Mokum Hester that the Eibush is hiding himself in to reveal that the Eibush is that the Eibush is everywhere. And that's why, like the Gemara says, Avos, why? Chika told us, because this told us, right? Because this offspring, because this told us, we know in the Lamatas Malachas and the Shabbos and in Avos Bezikin, right? This Avos, because this told us, means that they didn't think about themselves. They thought about our avoid in the world. They had the biggest Nisyonis. Each one had Nisyonis beyond Nisyonis, beyond Nisyonis. But that through their avoid of being Megala, and every essence of the Bria, every Estapalim, every avoider, every hardship that they had, they were Megala, they were Kusa, Yuzmar, Shmai Ba'olam. Literally, the Tzvasem says they dug out, they took in this darkened world, they took a shovel, and they dug until they found the light, and they revealed the light. Yeah, if you dig deep enough in the ground, then when he says you find water, they mamish dug through the Hester Punim of the world in order to reveal the Eibush, the Melech, Malach HaKadosh Baruch Hu was everywhere. Mamish no neruas. So therefore, Rashi Kodesh says Ve'era Avos, because he's telling us about the pasuk tells us how Yitzchak Yaakov. But the Nekuda is Ve'era Avos. That means that here is the avoid of Giloi Lekus. Here's the avoid with the Eibush starting the process of Yetzias Mitzrayim. Here's the avoid that the Eibush is about to reveal his name, his Amunah, to all the existing breeds in the entire world, every nation of the world. He says, a Yid has to always be able to know that the work was done. A Yid finds himself in a matzav and he's like, wow, this is so dark. This is so hard. This is so difficult. I can't. Remember that Avram Yitzchak Yaakov already dug out the light in every matzav. Shaykh. And every Ve'era Avos. Always remember that the Eibush has already appeared by the Heilige Avos. But what's the Avos? Because he was told us, they've already worked out their lives to reveal the moon in the world. So back to this week, what we're handling over here. That means that every Yid, what he really wants is to become close to the Eibishter. There's no one that doesn't want to become close to the Eibishter. But the Eibishter made an offer that we have to continue digging. There's enough for us to dig, even though Avram Yitzchak Yaakov have already dug, and Avad the Avos Ekdoshim have already created a Metzias of revealing the Eibishter's light. But every individual Yid, still there's work for him to become Avos, because there's going to be Talmud, his future. Every Yid in the world still has an avoid that he has to do in order to in his own world, in his own life, to be Megala Lekusa Yisborach Shmai Ba'olam. It's a gewaldige, important avoider, a work that each Yid has to do. So now, look what happens. This week, in this week's parsha, there's something very, very, very big going on. Last week we had 7 of the Makkos. This week we have the 3 last Makkos and Yetzias Mitzrayim. And as we started talking about the Kirvis of the Kimli Tov, we want to feel, we started talking about it yesterday, we want to feel the Gula. This is not stam like, a paper sheet that's letting us know what happened in Mitzrayim a bunch of years ago. Gittin, Klal Yisrael this week, Parshas Boy, is going out of Mitzrayim. This is Mamish, the Exodus. We're leaving Mitzrayim, and we have to feel it. We have to feel it. We have to live it. We want to be able to have the excitement. We want to have the gewaldige Slahavus, the feeling it in the Achon of Shabbos and in the Shabbos and through the Shabbos is a Yom Tov, a Shabbos of Pesach, the Parsha of the week that finally we're coming out of the Mitzrayim. But what's the idea of coming out of Mitzrayim? It's something a lot deeper. What do you mean? But it's different than Bereshis, Noach, Leslav. Every Shabbos is something very big. What's Pshat this week? What are we coming to? The Melech, I want to say, Parshas Yisro, finally the ticket of the whole world, we're going to be Mekabel the Torah. Boy, fine, don't get Mitzrayim. So that's very nice, you come get Mitzrayim, but not yet about Torah. There's still some makkos, there's still stuff going on. Fine, we have mitzvahs this week. The Eibishter gives us Karban Pesach, Milah. But what's going on? What's the importance of this parsha that we want to feel it so badly? And the teretz is in our Chaim HaKadosh with the Zohar HaKadosh. Do you know how badly we were smashed in Mitzrayim? Do we have any idea? This is a big chayv on us to put ourselves into the limud of Chumash and in the Midrashim and the Mefarshim and the Zohar HaKadosh as Avada, to be able to, the Chaim HaKadosh, all the Heilig Yisrael, to be able to understand a little bit. That's not overdoing it, but everyone a little bit. Even if you read the Medrash says, there's something where a person gets a deeper aspect than just the basic Shnai Mikveh Chetarikim, which is a Chayv L'Halacha, but a person there, he has to be able to see what's going on. If we live properly, the parsha, the avoidus perich and Mitzrayim, we read a little bit what went on. And we're mesamik in the gefühl. We're mesamik in the gefühl. We go into the depth of the feelings of what went on in Mitzrayim. We would understand that Mitzrayim was such a deep, painful gullus. What does it mean that we fell to the 49 levels? Yeah, there's like a little bit. We're not sure what happened. It was in all of 210 years. How far did Klal Yisrael go? They fell to the 49 levels of Mitzrayim. We know that there was one story of something inappropriate that happened with a Mitzri. Besides that, things were pretty kosher. The Torah is made on Parshas Pinchas with all the Shvatim, with all the Yud K's at the end of every Mishpacha name, that there was a Shmira. So what happened? We know that Moshe gave a day off. They had Shabbos. What's this 49 levels of a Torah that we're talking about? What's a shade? What? Do we have an idea what happened, how low they fell? So if you want to know how low they fell, we have to see a little teeny piece of Zohar HaKadosh. And this little teeny piece of Zohar HaKadosh is so important, it gave me such a chizuk, and it makes me want to live through the whole makkos of the Torah, not the Poil. I don't want to live through any makkos anymore, no. But go through the Midrashim to be able to have a little bit of a feel, to appreciate what it means this week that we're coming out of Mitzrayim. And this little small piece of Zohar tells us how deeply affected we were in Mitzrayim. Who wants to hear the Zohar HaKadosh? Why you guys want to hear? The boys say, listen to this. The B'chiyah Pasach HaBasrei V'omar Ata Reisa Ladas Ki Hashem Hu Elokim Gomer Haikra Isla Stakla Be Ata Reisa Maya Reisa. We have to be misboined in this pasuk. B'chiyah is opening up a pasuk. Ata Reisa Ladas Ki Hashem Hu Elokim. He says, Ata Reisa. The Eibishter is saying, Ata Reisa. Ma Reisa. But what are we supposed to be seeing? What are we supposed to be made known? Ladas Ki Hashem Hu Elokim. I think everybody knows that the Eibishter is boss. What's going on? I think everybody knows that Hashem Hu Elokim, ask any Yid that's believing, ask anybody in the world that has a Emunah, but Tach knows Hashem Hu Elokim. What's this chayv the Torah is giving out to the Yisrael Ladas Ki Hashem Elokim Ein Oid Malvadi, the most important thing in the history. Yid has to live with the Emunah. Now this is what I wanted to give over. Sagt der Heilige Zohar HaKadosh. Elo kadnafku Yisrael miMitzrayim lo yavi yodu b'rosu d'meimenusa d'kodshabrichu klum. When Klal Yisrael was being exited out of Mitzrayim, when they were leaving Mitzrayim, they had no emunah in the Eibishter at all. Klal Yisrael had no idea of anything emunah related, that the Eibishter feared the Welt, that the Eibishter is Melech HaLoretz Kevoidoi, that the Eibishter is Ater Reis Ladas Ki Hashem Nu Elikim Einod Mavadoi. Klal Yisrael did not know any of that. They had no idea what you're talking about. You tell a fellow, Chavre, come on, emunah, believe in the Eibishter. What are you talking about? Who's the Eibishter? They even asked, even Mitzrayim, they asked Moshe. They're like, what are you talking about? He came to give over a message. That's to do an Eibishter. They're like, who is the Eibishter? They had no idea. How could that be? In 210 years, they fell so low, they didn't even know that there's Yesh, Bir, and Manik, that there's an Eibishter that feared the Welt. Begin the Chulu have a Polge, Pulcham, and Uchra, Begalusa. Because they were so full of Avodah Zarah that came through the Golus of Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim was so deep, Faklipa, the worst, the Rosh Aklipa, the Rosh Tumah, Va'anshu Kol Ikra, the Mebenusa, the Heaven Hubekadmisa, and they completely forgot any emunah related Inyan, the Yarisu Kol Imen, Tresa Shvatim Me'avun Yaakov. Any of the emunah that was delivered through the Shiftei Kol, they came to Mitzrayim. Oh, the Shiftei Kol, did they have emunah? Oh boy, Avada, the Shiftei Kol and emunah, the Shiftei Shvatim had the deepest, most amazing emunah. The Bnei Yaakov Avinu, they came to Mitzrayim. They made an Eretz Goshen a big yeshiva. I know they learned in that yeshiva, emunah Baruch Elohim, the deepest side of emunah. They were the biggest makim they gave in. But due to the side, the avodas parach, inside the avodah Zorah and Tumah that they were in Mitzrayim, the whole Yerusha that was given over of the emunah and the Eibishter, the whole thing was forgotten completely. Nisake, it was removed. They had no idea. What are you talking about? What's this going on? They had no idea. Mechadosa Moshe, the Moshe Rabbeinu came, overflown, the Isalikai Lob Olme Kamoda Kmu. Moshe Rabbeinu came and taught. Asadu Abba Shefer of the world. He's an Eibishter that he's manning in the Olam Yoinem and manning in the Olam Teugen, the ganze Welt wird geführt and dort in the entire universe. Everything, the upper worlds, the lower worlds, wherever you are, wherever you think this part of the world, it's all being completely ran by the Eibishter. And slowly he had his job. That's his Moshe Rabbeinu. He's in Zerebe. What did he do? Et noch einmal angepflanzt the Yesoides of Emunah. We were complete Bali Tshuva. We were before. We didn't know anything. We had no idea. Chinese was easy to understand. There was Mamush. We didn't know what you're talking about. Moshe Rabbeinu came, and to Bislach, he started bringing in the Emunah. And how was it, Avada? Right? And he started bringing in the Hashkoch Elyoin and the Havas Hashem. How much, one of the Ikrim that he gave over to us was how much the Eibishter loves us. One of the main parts of Emunah is not just to believe that the Eibishter runs the world, but part of Emunah is to believe that the Eibishter loves me, Moshe, and loves you, Shammai and Nuri, every single year over here. The Eibishter loves you. The Eibishter is busy running the world the whole time, and with that he's thinking specifically at all times. Our Chaim Kodesh says this in a place that as busy Kiviyach, the Eibishter is running every cockroach, every under the ground. Is Mashkocha Pratyus, we know the Moshe taught every leaf the way it's turned over. With all of that, the Eibishter does not Messiah das for a second from every individual Yid in the world. His needs, his Gashmistic needs, his Rachmistic needs. The Eibishter tracht for a Yid every second, in every aspect that he needs. There's never a moment that the Eibishter is Chas v'Chalila forgotten about what a person needs. The Eibishter is, and this is because the Eibishter loves us. And therefore, to Bislach. The Eibush to put back in, Moshe Rabbeinu put back in the Emunah to every single Yid. And how was that? So first of all, Avada, through the Makkos. One of the essence that happened was Pashat the Makkos. The Makkos is such a fascinating Indian that the Eibush keeps on saying, why am I bringing the Makkos? Let's go back to the Parshas here a little bit. Let's go back to the beginning of the first Makkos. What does it say? Look what the Heilige Torah tells us. 1 second. That Eibush says, let Pari know that I'm about to bring big Makkos. Why? Because the Eibush wanted us to know that he's the boss. Through all of these things that he's about to make of him Makkos Dam, he made Makkos Dam, you will know that I am boss. Next, weiter the Eibush goes and says over the same thing. By Tzvardeya, wo steht? 1 second. All of a sudden the Tzvardim jump out, and the Torah says, everybody will know that there is nobody like the Eibush. There is none like the Eibush. He's teaching slowly, Makkah by Makkah, how the Eibush is boss. Weiter, after the next Makkah, Laman Teida, for it should be known. Ki ani Hashem b'kerev haaretz. For I am Hashem in the midst of the land. These are things, to us it seems so simple, every kid knows. This is a big chiddush. Makkos Dam came, and people are like, Makkos Dam? Shkoyach, Makkos Dam, what in the world's going on over here? Whoever in history thought the Metzias that the world water could become blood? The Eibush. Wow. The Eibush is in charge of the marachas of everything that goes on in the water for sure. Fish related, water, wet related, has to do with the Eibush. Fine. Next, the Tzvardeya, which was a different aspect of the animal. The maybe it was continued. The Rechaim Kodesh says that every Makkah, we have to give an introduction before I go back to what I want to say. The chiluk between the last 3 Makkahs and the first 7 Makkahs was in order to eradicate any room of apikorsis, any room to deny that the Eibush is boss. That was the Makkahs. So what happened was, the Eibush wanted it to be so known by everybody that even if there's some big apikoris that comes and says, yeah, it's very nice, I see he's got power over the water, and I see he's got power over the frogs. Fine, then all of a sudden came Kinem, and that we all know that the Kishur Machas couldn't really do that. And then he's got power over the animals, Arif, Dever, Shchim, Bara, but still apikoris could say, yeah, but I don't know, there's still the sun, there's still the moon. He didn't show us. Maybe they got power, so what they Eibush to do. And also the Rucha is the wind. So the Eibush says the Rechaim Kodesh brought the last 3 Makkahs, which are here completely to eradicate any doubt that the Eibush is the boss and the power of the entire universe, even the Ruchos, even Shemesh v'Yereach, and even the creation of every Basar Adam. How? Because Makkahs, first came Makkahs Arif, right? I'm sorry, Makkos Arba, and the Eibush brought that says that the Ruches blew the winds from all over. And they're like, wow, okay, now we see the Eibush says, okay, it's got power there too. The Eibush brought the Arba stem, and they brought a wind and threw them back out to wherever they came from. And then came Makkos Choshech. They're like, okay, I guess he's boss over the sun and the moon too. And then Makkos Bechoros, it says that the Eibush knew who the Tipa Rishayna was from every dude. Yeah, which Bechor, not just the Bechor from the aim, but all these troublemakers, perverted Mitzrayim, every Bechor started dropping dead. Like, hey, I thought, everything was this gala. The Bechoros said that showed that the Eibush is in charge of, he knows what's going on by every single individual. He's also in charge of how the creation of people come into being. So therefore, he was able to knock out any sveikus from any professor that's going to come and try to be choiker the emunah if the Eibush just take a boss and that. And therefore, after each makkah, and Avigdor Miller says this, that each makkah was mamish studied by the Bnei Yisrael. They came, they got some freedom until the Mitzrayim started painting the Eden again. They're like, let's study over here the Nisim. And we also know, Chazal tell us, every Nes had like 4 or 5 Nisim inside. Right? So it wasn't just 10 Makkahs, it was 50 Makkahs. That means that they learned the Manteda. They studied it. What's going on over here? It wasn't stamped to be choiker. As we just learned in the Zohar Kodesh, they knew nothing. Klal Yisrael was so beaten and so mushpa from the Tumah, they totally forgot about the Emunah and the Eibishter. And to Bismach, slowly, every Makkah, they came to Koil. They came afterwards, all the men came to the Spanish. Or whatever they gathered together. They're like, Rabbi said, let's ponder the Nisim. Whoa, the Eibishter is that Koil Yochel. He can make all of these things happen. He's in charge of any mazel and every type of bria. They were mamish handling with each other, and they came out. That was the whole Indian of Kani until this week's parsha. Boy, Parah, David, the seven of Shlomo, Parah, weiter, v'yedatem, and you'll know Kani Hashem. It'll be known. So the Chaim just goes into the whole. He makes a lot of dikdukim about why is it important to know. There's a few things over here. Number one is I want that my sign should be placed in the midst of all Paroi and the Mitzrayim and everybody in the world. But then the Torah gives another reason why David is continuing the Makkos. To give over. Why do I have to give it over? Why do I have to give it over? It's enough. Why are you making this Makkos? Make this Makkos because you want to get back at Parim and whack the Mitzrayim, or you want them to be able to say over the Nisim. Is it one thing? Is it two things? Is it a few things? What's going on? But the Eiliger Chaim Kodesh says it wasn't an common Parim. In common Parim, you got enough because we know every time that David made a new Makkah, David says Kani Ichbadati. So it wasn't even Bechira. So what he wanted to, what was the Nekuda? And the Nekuda was because the Eibishter made Hanich Badati in order for us, for Klal Yisrael, for you and I, and everybody else in the Bria, an opportunity of more. Yes, Parah and Mitzrayim had a big bill to pay. About it. They were the nastiest creations in the universe. They ran the whole world. Anybody that ever went into Mitzrayim, never went out. They had a big bill to pay. So the Eibishter wanted Klal Yisrael to know that not only do I take care of the marachas of the ruchos and the heaven and earth and the mazolos, but anybody that messes with you, Klal Yisrael, I take care of them too. Hey, don't think that. Wow, see, the Eibishter runs everything, but when meanwhile we're being beaten here in dollars, the Eibishter says part of Lamantasat Bazne Benche Asher Hisalaltiv Mitzrayim. I want you to discuss all of the miracles that the Eibishter made and everything that I placed among them, that I did to them. It's very important twofold. Is that permission that the Eibishter runs the world, and also if you see sometimes that things are going against, like the Eibishter, people are doing whatever they want. Yeah, Goyim are just deciding to wipe out Eden. So to visit. I take care of that too. Don't worry. I'm boss in every aspect of this bria. There's a cheshbon. We'll take care of them. Look what happened to Mitzrayim. Look what happened to the Son of Yisrael. Can you have the Kolavech Hashem? Right? It's an important aspect of the Emunah to realize that we have to chazer over every single day. Leman Tizkos Im Tzeis Gemeritz Mitzrayim. Avad Pesach. And also in Parshas Boy, right now we have a mitzvah to chazer over the Nisim. We have to remember that the Arichas HaGolus, sometimes it happens that we forget the Eibishter. We've seen it in Mitzrayim. We've seen it today. It's in Arichas HaGolus. In the Arichas HaGolus, what's going on? Besides Nebuch, the pain that Klal Yisrael goes through, is a certain Das. The story of Golus Mitzrayim says is the Golus Hadas. The Das of Klal Yisrael went haywire, went into Golus. We totally lost our minds. That's why the Yeshua had to come through Moshe Rabbeinu, which Moshe Rabbeinu is the side of Das. He's also the one that binds us back to the Kedusha, the side of Das. And he's come to give us the Emunah, which is the side of Das. But therefore, today, Parshas Boy, Tav Shin, Pei Dalet, when we have the Yitzia of Mitzrayim, we have to be mizboined that possibly, not possibly, the Mitzia says why we feel a richut and golus from the Eibishter. why we don't feel the Kedusha that we need to, why we don't feel the Havas Hashem maybe that we need to. And we allow ourselves, sadly, to go after the Goyim and not maybe sometimes be the best Jew we could be, is not because it's not an emes Metzius. It's because we've been beaten and slammed and smashed and lost our minds in the Riches HaGolus. But it doesn't give us a teretz. That doesn't mean that we can never find ourselves out. It comes to Parshas Boy, when Klal Yisrael is coming out of Mitzrayim. This is the time after be sitting and be misboinen. Moshe Rabbeinu took us out of this mess once. He is the Goyel Rishon and he will be the Goyel Achron. But even today, if it's not yet the final redemption and we're still waiting, but I can still come out of my golus. I could still come out of my golus and I'm misboinen through the nisim, and I look through all the parshas, and I look through a little bit through the medrash, and I look through a little bit the svarim, and I read a little bit what happened, and I realize that I come to the Metzias, ki laman, why, what does the Pasuk tell us? V'yedatem ki ani Hashem, the Eibishter taught us the Torah is nitzchias. We're going to have when Mashiach comes a whole new, greater than Yitzias Mitzrayim. People are going to see, our minds are going to go crazy how these nisim greater than Yitzias Mitzrayim going on with us this second. We have no idea. It's going to be a real toss. The plans of all the Chizbali and Machsham and Mulder Shom right now, and even everybody else that's involved in every aspect of Tzaris Yisrael, we're going to see the nisim and the flourish. We still had the opportunity to sit and to learn and to daven and to work on the moon and to better ourselves. We're going to see crazy nisim that we're going to be for the rest of history. Mamish being learned, but at the moment we still have what to focus on through the nisim and the floss that the Eibishter did for us in the Mitzrayim and took us out, and to be meskasher ourselves to the Avinu B'Shem and Moshe Avdi to Moshe Rabbeinu the Seder Das, the Tzadikei Emes that have given us everything. They are the Moshe Rabbeinu's B'chol Dor V'Dor, Spash the Moshe B'chol Dor V'Dor. I can take out a sefer on the Tzaddik. I can go to the Tzaddik and here's Torah and here's Emunah. I can learn Emunah and B'tochen. I can still mamish delve into the depths of the Heilige Midrashim and see the Torah teaching us that the Mandaski Hashem Hu Elikim, Ata Reis Ladaski Hashem Hu Elikim, and therefore it's so important for us to ask the Eibishter for Kirvis Elikim Yitoiv, and so important to beg and beseech the heavens and ask the Eibishter to reveal His love to us, to Be'ez Hashem, be able to be margish, the Chibi Yisera, Shenoidas Lahem that the Eibishter made for us and for every Yid in Klal Yisrael, to be able to realize that the Eibishter is here with us, to learn from the story that Rebbe Baruch that we started off with, that the Eibishter is playing hiding on seek, but the others have already found him, and therefore Ve'er al-Ovis, it's shaykh for us to still go back, and we're for not to connect to the others, to use that shovel that Avram Yitzchak Yaakov used to dig, and we can continue in our own matzavim, reveal the Eibishter in our midst, and our nisyon is to reveal that the Eibishter is here because nothing has changed. So the Zelba Bashefer and his light is here. Our job is to pull the curtain away and reveal that the Eibishter is here, and to focus on our Emunah, and to beg the Eibishter for Emunah, and to study the nisim and the flows the Eibishter does with us privately, and does the Klal Yisrael as a whole, the nisim Mitzrayim, and as we're zoicha to this moedik Yitzias Mitzrayim, to be margish the gewaldige simcha that this parsha is bringing in, that this gewaldige Shabbos is bringing in, Shabbos Pesach, Shabbos Geula, and we bait and we beseech and we ask and we cry at the Eibishter that just like Moshe Rabbeinu took us out, and he was the Goyel Rishon, this week's parsha should be Ma'ir this man, and we should be Zoichet, he should be the Goyel Achron, and then once again take us out of Golus and bring us to the Gula Shlem V'Amiti Yisrael Amen.